It is the last Monday of 2024. This is my first live. So I'm excited. I follow the rules of YouTube so that I can get on live, and I am excited. And so I thought about the perfect time to do the live would be me preparing for 2025 and moving into 2025 and how I do that. So, for starters, I go into 2025 like everyone else. Happy New Year. Sometimes I go to church. I have not always went to church like during COVID and stuff like that. Of course, we had the live stream and stuff, but I have most of the time I go to church to bring in the new year. But this year I might go to church and I might not. I don't have a definite answer yet, but I want to tell you guys. So I am a Capricorn baby and I'm born in January. And so my new year is on my birthday. My new year is not officially January 1st. It is on my birthday. My birthday is January 16th. A lot of people may do that. A lot of people may not. And I believe if my birthday was in the middle of the year, I would probably still do it the same way. My new year would be on my birthday. But however, I do have a vision board party every year in 2024 for the next year. And so I had my vision board party on Saturday. It was awesome. And a lot of times hosting the vision board party, I do not get to do my vision board myself. Sometimes I do it prior and sometimes I don't. I do it after. This time I decided to do it after because prior to the vision board party, I did some other things, some self clearing and stuff to clear myself and mentally prepare for the vision board party itself and prepare for my own vision. I had some ideas and some thoughts and visions of what I want for 2025. But the clearing that I did, the meditating, the praying, and then just being surrounded by other people who did their vision boards and stuff like that gave me more clarity on what I want to see for 2025. I will tell you guys, I've been having this vision board party every year for almost 10 years. I would do like in 6 months, I would do a recap on this on the vision board that you created to see where you are with it. But now, like, I have a group on Facebook that I use to communicate with those that attend the vision board party. And some of them, every year, I have to look back to see if there is a person that has attended every vision board party that I've hosted. I cannot say that for sure, but for the most part, most people have at least attended two or three of them. I have to look back to see if there's someone who has attended them all, and I'm going to truly, truly shout them out if they did. If there's somebody that I see that has been to every vision board party, but they are always big. They are always impactful and inspiring and motivating. And so that's why I created the group. And in the group, I constantly put up challenges. I'm constantly asking questions and trying to engage with everyone so that we can continuously be accountable for the things that we choose to put on our vision board and not just I make this poster because it's cute and it sounds good and it looks good, but I'm not going to follow up. I do not like to do things that do not show results. So I expect a vision board to show results. So I don't have my 2024 vision board with me, but my 2024 vision board was a 11 by 14. I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna get it because it's not far. I'm gonna get it. So I had it hanging up on the wall in a picture frame. This is my 2024 vision board. It is backwards, so you are seeing it backwards. But I did it on an 11 by 14 because I didn't want it to be long, big, and gaudy, and then all this stuff on it that realistically I may not do. I've had vision boards from 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019 that I've looked at and went over and I'm like, oh wow, I did that, I did that, I did that. And then I finally did that, right? So for instance, my book was on my vision board back in 2016. However, I did not finish it and publish it until last year. But I was writing it from the day I put it on the vision board. I started it. I've been writing every year. So I'm like, I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish it. And then in 2022, I finally said, I'm going to finish this book. And I finished it in 2023. And so it's a year old. But on this one, I was like, I'm going to keep it short and simple so that I can truly pay attention and focus on what it is that I want to accomplish in 2024. And so it said restore, heal, and release. And I promise y'all, I spent a good portion of the year. I want to say I spent at least 7 months restoring, healing, and releasing. 7 months. I'm still currently working on some releasing, but I went back to, you know how you read books and you'll see the book and you'll be like, oh, I read that, but you may not retain the information. I love Marianne Williamson. I love that woman. But I went back and I started reading her love book, Return to Love. And that book reminded me that here's how you can release as well. So I started back working on with that book. I'm like releasing for sure, right? Guaranteed, solid. I've released a lot though, but there's some other releasing I have to do, and so I'm doing some more work, release work. But for the most part, the restoring has started taking place in 2024. The healing is happening and has happened. And I say it's happening presently because that's some work. That's a process. That is a process when it comes to the trust process that goes with healing, when it comes to rebuilding a relationship and stuff. Healing is a process as well. So I've healed from some things, but I am doing the healing work actively. And then I put on here, make living well a daily practice. I can tell you guys, I lived well practicing that in 2024. Sometimes I didn't because I like cake, but I learned to listen to my body. In the morning when I would wake up, I won't just jump out of bed. I lay in bed and I assess how I'm feeling. I assess how my body is feeling. I started living well and making it a daily practice. Not exercising every day, not even exercising every week, but I would always make sure I do something. If it's dancing, if it's, doing some activities with the children because I have a child care program, or what have you, outside at the playground, doing things with them. I will make sure that I am active in some kind of way when physically I am able to in 2024. So I can say that I made living well a daily practice. If I didn't feel good, I'm at the doctor's to see what's going on, getting tests and things like that. And I just found out recently that I have to get my gallbladder removed. So there's another step to making living well a daily practice. And then I put on here working out. I have a girl on here. She's doing some kind of boxing technique. And I put that on here because I don't like doing basic exercise at all. I don't like treadmills and bikes. I don't mind doing them, and I will do them because I have a bike. So I will do them if I have to. But in 2024, I signed up for the Y. So let me get some accountability. I signed up for the Y because I want to swim. And I didn't sign up necessarily to go to the gym. I signed up because I want to swim. And so that is what I plan on working on. I have to make sure that my volume is up because my volume be up. But that's what I'm working on in 2025 is going to the gym and consistently practicing swimming, not necessarily exercising. But when I go, I do exercise there. I do walk. I like walking. I like being outside when I exercise. So if I'm going to walk, I like being outside. But when it gets cold, of course, you have to do something different. The advantage in that is that the Y that I do go to has a track. So I don't have to get on the treadmill if I don't want to. So that's a good thing. But also, I love dancing. So Whenever somebody turns some music on, I will dance. I dance. I love line dancing. I use moments to practice at home. So that is a form of exercise for me when I'm practicing my line dances and stuff at home. And so I do a lot of dancing. I do a lot of dancing. When it comes to time management, I have time management on here and I put a clock on there. And I put time management because overall, I suck at time management, right? I did really well in 2024 being on time for things. I still got some work to do. I still can do better, but I've done pretty good doing being on time for things. But time management, I am a person who, for some reason, I thrive and do my best work at the last minute. And when I say at the last minute, it could be a presentation and it could be due at 9 a.m. And I will start working on it at 10 o'clock at night and I won't finish until 3 o'clock in the morning. That's the type of pressure I put myself under because I feel like I do my best work under pressure. And under pressure, not meaning that the work I'm doing is stressful, but under pressure meaning I only got an hour left before the presentation and I'm still working on it. That's the type of pressure I put on myself. And so time management is everything for me. It is a procrastination thing, which is a form of fear that I experience. And it's a fear because I like perfection. I like to be perfect. And if I'm not perfect, then I'm like, I'm not doing it. And then I'll just stop midway. I could be working on it and doing a thing. And then something will happen that'll make me say, is that right? And I'll start second guessing myself and questioning what I'm doing. And now I'm like, all right, I'm going to take a break. And then I'll go do something else. And then it's just sitting there. And so that I did a lot of in 2024 continuously. So what I started doing to help support me on doing better with time management was delegating. I started calling on help to help me do things. I started calling on people to critique my work and say, do this to it, fine tune it this way, or it's fine. I hired people to do stuff for me that I needed done help with instead of me putting that pressure on me to start and stop and start and stop and not finish because I was doing a lot. I had a lot of unfinished goals. So an example was my PQuiz. I got a lot of help and support around doing my PQuiz training, which is professional development training certified for child care programs and adult learners. And so I reached out for help for that. I was so overwhelmed. I was like, I got to reach out to the coaches and the mentors and stuff that I had to help me finish this application and get it right. And I had a course. I created the course. I loved the course I created and I did not want to do anything easy. I wanted that course specifically. And everybody kept saying, change the course because they don't recognize language. And I was like, they're going to recognize this language because I'm not. I worked very, very hard on that course and I did not want to do something different to dim my light. This is my course. This is my personal course. And this is what we're going to submit. And I finally got my PQuiz. And I want to say thank you to Dr. Obiama Martin, who helped me. I want to say thank you to Francine Wharton, who helped me. I believe I should be saying Dr. Francine Wharton. And I want to say thank you to Rudy Martin, who helped me. Rest in peace to him. I can't say that I got any help from anyone else, but the pushers, Latanta, thank you, girlie, because she did a lot of pushing for me. Shonda, she's always like, come on, girl, you got this. So, yeah, I did a lot of, I need accountability, I need help. And I was calling on the people that can do that for me and help me with that. So I was able to get things done and time management was in my favor. I wrote a book in 2024 and the time management on that was stern. When I did that, I keep getting all these spam text messages. But when I did that, y'all, I had the book in mind. I knew what the title was going to be. It's a children's book. And I was like, oh, I'm going to write this book and it's going to be done in a month. Well, let me tell y'all, I was finished writing it in a month. Literally. I started it in August. I was done by August 31st. The editing and the illustrating of it and the publishing, it took five months because it was done August 31st. But it's just live. It went live maybe last week because I had to keep sending it back to get the illustrator to redo stuff and the editing and all that. It took that long. So even though I finished the book, the fine tuning of the book for it to go live did not, it's finished before 2025 though. So I'll just give myself a toot for that. But on time management, I stuck to my word and I finished it when I said I was. And then I put on here the perfect PD for children. And that's what I got. I just explained to you guys how my course is called Mastermind Your Business. And I was determined to get that course approved. And I got that course approved. So I am very happy to say that I was able to do that. Money, I saved. I did very well saving this year, considering I had to lower my enrollment and do different things, change some things up. I did do well saving this year, so I'm very happy about that. And I'm just going to continue to work on that. What else? I keep saying, so I joined Toastmasters in 2024 too, so that when I speak, I won't be saying, all of that. But I'm thinking as I go. So this is a freestyle. This is not a planned speech. This is a live freestyle. So you're getting and oohs and ahs. Family time is on here. So I'm not a traditional Sunday cooker. Usually I cook on Fridays or Mondays. Those are the days when I'm like real motivated to cook and I'll just cook. This year I had Sunday dinner. I had Sunday dinner with my family, my husband and I, my sister and her girlfriend, my son and his girlfriend. We would have Sunday dinner and I would host. When I hosted, most of the time we cooked. Other times we'd say bring a dish or we'd tell them to come and help us cook and stuff. But family Sunday dinner happened in my house very often, to the point when we don't have it, I'm like, dang, I miss y'all. And so like we didn't have it yesterday because we had breakfast on Christmas. So we didn't have Sunday dinner. And the cooties is out. It's the season of the cooties. So people are sick and don't feel good and stuff. So we just kind of chill back and we did not have Sunday dinner. And because, the holidays and stuff is in the middle of the week, we'll just hold off. And so our next Sunday dinner will be in 2025. And I'm excited about that. But the other thing was for Thanksgiving. We didn't have to host Thanksgiving. My son hosts Thanksgiving with his girlfriend. And we went to their house for Thanksgiving dinner. So I really, truly loved family time this year. My oldest son was missed severely. And so I'm looking forward to 2025 being all of my family together for Sunday dinner and just spending some time together, laughing and talking and watching sports, because we watch Sunday football and everything together. We have a ball. And so I'm looking forward to that in 2025. So that's what this vision board for 2024 was about for me. This year, my vision board is not bigger, it's just wider. So it's a different look, but I'm doing it. I'm working on it. I'm currently sitting here working on it. And so you can kind of get an idea of how much wider it is compared to the one I just showed you. This one. So yeah, it's about half. This is half of what I'm doing now with Wise. And so like I said, I had to focus on some things before I did mine, which is what I did. And I also wanted to do it with my husband because we've never done a vision board together. All these years I've been doing vision board parties, me and my husband have never done a vision board together. So I asked him, would he come and do a vision board with me? And he said yes. So he started his. His is over here. He went to take care of someone. So he'll be back and finishing his. And then we'll talk about them and reflect and stuff like that. And so I'm excited. I'm hyped. But I want to share with you guys, because one of the things that we did at the vision board party, we did a few things, but one of the things we did first was we made a plate a bye-bye 22. Mine says bye-bye 2024. But if the plate basically was to write on a plate some things that you want to leave behind in 2024. And so that's one of the first things we did. We didn't use paper plate, glass plates. We use paper plates. And so these plates, you can, I told them you can burn them, but just not here because I don't want to set anything on fire. So we decided to tear them up and put them in the trash and leave them in 2024. Something interesting is last year I did not tear them up. I kept mine so that I can see if the things that was on it I would stick to. And so I constantly allowed myself to be reminded of what I said I was going to leave behind in 2023. And so in 2024, I wrote bye-bye 2024. And I'll share with you some of the things I put on there and why. I said frustration because I tend to get frustrated with people who don't do what I want them to do, or situations and stuff that I'm not able to control when I can't control something. I put second guessing because I always do that. I always second guess myself, and I be so accurate. I be so on point. I know what's going on. I know what it is, and I second guess myself, and I go right over here instead of going over here. So no more second guessing in 2025. Just go with my gut. I'm going with my gut in 2025. And then I put self-doubt because I be doubting myself that I'm not capable of doing certain things. I can't do this. I can't do that. And what if, what's going to happen if I do, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm not self-doubting myself in 2025. I put, let me see. Putting me last. I put that one there. Putting me last. I'm putting that, leaving that in 2025. I'm no longer putting me last. I have to learn how to make myself first, because if I'm not okay, if I'm not good, and if things not right for me, I can't be what I need to be for anybody else. So no more putting me last. And then I put on here disrespect. I was told to write down my definition of respect and what I think that is, because everybody does not have the same definition of respect. And I know that because I remember when I was younger and I used to talk to my grandmom and stuff, and they would be like, "You so disrespectful." And even now, I'm 48, but my older family or siblings or aunts, they'll be like, "Oh, you disrespectful." And I'm like, how am I disrespectful when I'm expressing myself? I'm telling you how I feel and you calling me disrespectful. So I understand that disrespect does not mean the same for everyone. I mean, disrespect is not the same for everyone, and respect is not the same for everyone. So I wrote my definition for respect and what I think it is. And so in order for me to not be disrespected or feel disrespected, I have to make sure that I am clear and making sure people understand what that is to me and what that looks like to me and how I feel and why. And so I am leaving disrespect behind in 2024. People pleasing. I am no longer going to do things to make other people happy, to make other people accept me, to make other people respect me. I am no longer going to do things to keep a relationship going. Like, you know how if you don't do something, people get mad and then they don't want to talk to you no more and all of that kind of stuff. I am no longer doing that in 2025. If you aren't okay, it's not on me. Then I said scared. Contributes to the fear, the scare, the procrastination. All of that stuff is the same thing for me. So I'm not going to be scared in 2025, except for birds. I don't know when I'm going to get over that fear, if ever, but birds is not a part of that scare thing. So those are a few of the things that I put on my plate for 2024 that I'm leaving behind. And I'm going to tear the plate up. But I'm going to take a picture of it, though, so I can make sure I remember what I put on it to make sure I'm not doing that stuff in 2025. So I'm doing my vision board, and when I'm finished, I'm going to come back on here and share with you guys what is on my vision board and why. So I'll be back. Bye. Wait, I don't know how to stop. Oh, here we go.